Welcome in, everybody, to the first episode of this season's Sunday Social Podcast. I'm Mike. With me, going to be the whole year. To my left, is Dylan Clemons, and then our special guest this week is Bonni from the Wolfpack Podcast. Just want to welcome you guys all into another fantastic year of fantasy football. I know I'm excited for it. How are you guys feeling?
Really good, man. I'm ready to get going.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear. And I'm never going to direct a question towards either of you. I'm going to let you choose.
What?
Yep.
That's kind of
I know it is. It's great hosting.
For one, you're lucky I stopped talking, by the way, when you just said right up top, I had no idea what you were talking about. So I was just like...
Okay. You listen to your producer. But we got a lot of questions here we're going to jump into for week one this year. So let's go right into the NFL injuries and just get them out of the way. We have here Velus Jones. If you are in a deeper league, he is doubtful. He is not playing, most likely. Let's see, anybody else? We got Jacoby Myers. Go ahead.
Did you say J.K. Dobbins?
I did not say J. I was give me a minute.
How about you lead off with the teams? How about you lead off with the big news, man?
No, because then I'll forget any other news, and that's not professional. We got Jacoby Myers out with questionable with a knee. Then we have J.K. Dobbins, who has been ruled out with the knee, causing Mike Davis and Kenyon Drake to be the guys in the backfield this week.
Let's go.
Zach Wilson already has been, ruled out here. So we have Joe Flacco starting. Big surprise here. James Robinson is playing. He is not injured, but he is going to be on a limited count here. Then we got Logan Thomas is questionable for the Commanders. Wow, this is a shocker, guys. Not a single wide receiver injured for the Giants.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know that's a shocker.
Thank God they should probably have the hip injury still, but
yeah,
he's walking like James Robbins.
Not a limp.
Moving on to the Cardinals here. Rondale Moore has been ruled out with the hamstring. That is unfortunate. Then we have Zach Ertz, who is questionable but expected to play as long as he gets through the warm-up. That one's going to be a fun one. Look out for A.J. Green in that game. Moving on. We did get Allen Lazard news of him being ruled doubtful with the ankle because of no practice this week. Also, big ones here for the Packers, in my opinion. David Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins, two of their best offensive linemen, are out. I don't like that for the run game. Yeah, that one's.
When was the last time Bakhtiari played?
It's been a while. It has been a while. Then we got Tampa Bay here. Russell Gage is questionable with the hamstring, and so is Chris Godwin. They said he might be on a snap count, or I don't know what they're going to do with him. I wouldn't play him, guys.
Agreed. And I'm a big Godwin fan.
Michael Gallup has been ruled out. I told you he wasn't playing week one, Ike. But then I told you. We got
technically is playing.
He wouldn't be full health. We got KJ Hamler questionable with a knee and a hip. Kenneth Walker questionable. He is probably not going to play from all reports I've heard. And I think that wraps it up for our injuries, unless you guys have any that I missed.
Nah, man. I think that pretty much covers it.
All right, so
we got our first live question here, so why don't we just go ahead and lead us off with that, Mike?
Absolutely. All right, Jose Vega wants to know Brandon Cooks, Adam Thielen, Michael Thomas, or Ezekiel Elliott. Pick 2 for wide receiver and 1 flex, full point PPR. Oh, man. All right, so wide receiver. All right, you're the guest.
Okay, man. Since Michael Thomas is a full go, right? They did say he is.
Yes.
I'd probably go Thomas and Cooks, and then for flex, unfortunately, Elliott. I'm not a big fan of Thielen, especially against the Packers.
I like Michael Thomas, Brandon Cooks as your 2 wide receivers. And, man, as much as it's one of those games where Elliott's either going to see 2 receptions and 2 targets, or he's going to get like 8 targets and 6 receptions against the Bucs because their run defense, being how stout they are. I think the safer pick is to go Elliott at the flex with Cooks and Thomas as your starters. If you want to reach for the ceiling, I wouldn't be surprised if Thielen has a 2-touchdown game.
I think in full PPR, I'm going the 3 wide receivers. To be honest with you, I wrote about Zeke in my start sit article, and
even though Thielen's
I hate that
not a
matchup,
PPR
man.
guy. You know what I mean? That's my only doubt.
All he does is score touchdowns, man. So
not all the time. That is an over-exaggeration.
Not anymore. KJ Osborne's going to take him over.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson. Don't forget about him. And then his next one was Brady or Rodgers. We got Brady against the Cowboys. Yeah, Rodgers against Minnesota. You don't have Al Lazard. Godwin's not going to be on a pitch count, but you got Julio still there. I like Brady this week.
I like Brady as well. Yeah.
If Rodgers gets 3+ touchdowns, 2 of them are going to the running back.
It doesn't seem like I have many yards.
Probably not. It's not a stick.
Yeah.
But that's it for the live ones for now. If you guys have any other live questions, absolutely feel free. Ask them at any time. But we're going to get to some questions here we gathered up beforehand. Dylan, you can take us away.
All right. First one here, Tyler Lockett or Tony Pollard in the flex?
Ooh.
All right, say that one more time because I'm still trying to find this damn post.
Tyler Lockett or Tony Pollard as my flex?
Ooh, that's ugly. Is it PPR? What? Anything? No.
Doesn't say. If it was PPR, I would have told you, man.
No, I question it sometimes. That's so ugly. Tony Pollard.
Okay, Ike, what are you thinking here? What's your thought process? Tony Pollard as well.
I think he will get the receiver.
It's the matchup.
Okay. I'm gonna go different and go Lockett there.
Ooh.
Next question: Zeke or Travis Etienne? Full PPR, Michael LaPlant.
Ooh, man, because
Etienne for me.
Zeke, I know. Well, they both have tough matchups. I just see the Cowboys have a better chance, especially with last year how they played the Bucks. They have a better chance if they pass the ball, not run the ball. So I just don't see Zeke getting a full, 20 workload, type of day. So I think I'm taking ETN, especially with Robinson, still kind of coming back.
Yeah,
I'm going ETN as well.
Zeke scored 3.7 fantasy points against his Tampa Bay defense in Week 1 last season.
He wasn't using the
passing game, pretty stout.
He wasn't using the passing game, though, because they had Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz. They had everybody here. Now they don't have Michael Gallup. They don't have Amari Cooper. So it is possible that Zeke can see more work. It's just, I think the safer play there is ETN.
Sure. Okay. Then for Matthew Simmons, his flex spot, Rashad Penny versus Denver. Deontay Johnson versus Cincinnati. He's also banged up. Cordero Patterson. They're playing the Saints. And it's standard scoring.
Oh, Saints. Oh, God. Can you go over the player one more time?
The players?
Yes, please.
Rashad Penny, Deontay Johnson, Cordero Patterson. I think you go It's standard. I think you go Deontay Johnson still. I know he's banged up, but I feel like he's still the target hog in this offense. So that's where I'm leaning.
In standard, I'm going Penny.
And he is officially active. Deontay Johnson, that is.
Oh, good deal.
Just got the update.
You got any
we forgot George Kittle. He'd been ruled out, but I mean, we know.
Yep.
We knew about him.
Make sure to get him out of your lineups.
Exactly. Drake London's active. We knew about him. At least I did. But yeah, that's about it for now. We do have one here from our at least fan from the beginning, Tyler. What's up, Tyler? It is a great time to be alive. I'm exactly. You said it. You said it perfectly. Christmas came early. It's like Christmas 2 times a year. But he wants to know. Gives us a tough one for a super flex. Baker or Mac Jones?
Ike, take us away.
I'm going Baker, man. Even though I don't like either of them, I'm still going Baker.
Both of those are tough matchups. Man, his secondary is really good. The pass rush from the Browns is obviously coming at Baker. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I lead Baker here too.
Revenge game. He does best when he is counted out. And I would say he's been counted out.
Yep.
But that is a tough choice for your super flex. I won't lie.
Yes.
Like, who
for
you
sure.
rolling in your super flex this week in Dynasty 6-pack with Zach Wilson out?
Don't got one.
You gotta play somebody, dog.
There's 2 quarterbacks on the thing, but you can't pick them up till after week 1, right?
Well, who's in your super flex spot in your lineup?
Robert Woods, I think.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Glad I play you week 1. Next
Yeah, I'm
question,
gonna get smoked.
and Cooper Cup put 32 on you already.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
From Ethan Kelsey, flex Damian Harris or Devonta Smith, half-point PPR.
Damian
Harris and Devontae Smith, was it?
Yes.
Damian.
Clean
I like
sweep.
Devontae this year, but they're not going to need to pass it against Detroit.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to carve him up with their run game as well. So I go Damian Harris as well. Next one, Cortland Sutton or Travis Etienne, half-point PPR flex option.
Get that shit out of here, Cortland Sutton.
I agree
He's
with
coming
Mike.
out on a tear.
Son.
I think
he's coming
Sutton.
out.
I think you go Sutton there too. It's close with Etienne because I think he's going to be fine, obviously. But I think with Russell Wilson and against that bad Seattle secondary, I think
that's an
Oh,
understatement.
healthy scratch.
That's an understatement to call it bad.
Who's a healthy scratch? Who's a healthy
Algier.
scratch? Interesting.
Tyler Algiers. I saw LaVisca
Yeah.
Chenault was inactive, but that's not worth mentioning unless, we're talking to Samantha Previti. That's her.
I mean,
that's
that means
her boy.
Cordero.
And
fuck, we have
Damian
to change that.
Damian Williams, man.
Yeah.
Damian Williams as well, getting touches out of that backfield. It's just a running back wasteland besides Cordero Patterson, to be honest with you, catching because of this pass catching ability.
Velus Jones is inactive.
That's
sucks.
annoying.
It is. We do have another live one here from our boy Travis. He needs a Kittle replacement, and it's a good one here. At least he's got good options. Njoku or Hooper?
This one's easy for me.
Browns against Carolina. You got Tennessee against, I forget. Damn, they're blanking.
I'm drawing a blank as well, but I'm going Njoku anyways.
Yeah, same.
You go
Brissett.
Njoku with the volume of Brissett.
Brissett hyper targets the tight end, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not just going with that. You're also going with the fact that, like, Brissett has shown over and over and over again, even in preseason, he likes Njoku, where Hooper still hasn't. He's still getting it with Tannehill.
Yeah,
Yep.
and J.C. Horn is going to shut Amari Cooper down in that offense. We've seen Amari Cooper fold behind
Titans play the Giants
when he's going against the tough matchups. We've seen Amari Cooper just disappear. So
He likes to hang.
And Njoku can see probably
Njoku
6 to 10 targets. I know that's a big range of outcome there, but
I actually have him at like tight end 11.
I like it. Like that's a little frisky.
It is frisky. Who's higher? Him or Komet?
Komet still. I think probably because I'm a little bit of a homer, but
we should probably touch on the weather in the Chicago-San Francisco game. It is raining. There was some supposed winds.
Weather analysis.
There was some supposed winds, but apparently those have came down a little bit. And like the
dude from Family Guy.
The wind,
it's gonna rain.
Good.
Winds are what worry me. The rain don't really kill it for me too much.
How we doing, Ollie? It's already raining.
Bermuda grass.
Yeah, and then there's the grass update at Soldier Field. They switched from Kentucky bluegrass to the Bermuda grass. It's supposed to be better in hot weather.
Okay.
So it doesn't brown up and get torn up. Matt Eberflus went into in his press conference. It was quite entertaining, to be honest with you. You're talking.
It's a shame.
What did he do in cold weather, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably the same shit. All grass does freeze.
Fair enough.
Next question we got. Yep, from Caleb Hogan. Adam Thielen or Elijah Mitchell?
Elijah Mitchell, yeah. If it's raining and pouring, they're just gonna be handing the ball off like crazy.
Yeah. Yep. This is Elijah Mitchell for me. Next one, PPR, Chris Godwin or Jalen Waddle?
Waddle.
No, Chris Godwin. You got to play Waddle.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I thought you
I
were
was scared.
saying.
I was like, wait, what?
Godwin.
No, I was no Chris Godwin. No.
Okay.
No, you got to sit him. He's Sunday night game. Even if if he is playing, it's still not. It's not great. No, don't do it.
Yeah, it's definitely too risky with him playing
late.
Yeah, for sure. Hold on, I lost my comments. I gotta try to find it real quick. Brandon Ayuk or Robert Woods full PPR?
Ooh. It is raining pretty bad in Chicago. I'd probably go Robert Woods.
Who was the other one besides Robert Woods? Because I'm still trying to find this damn post.
What'd you say?
Ayuk.
I'd probably go Robert Woods. Thank you, though.
I'm still gonna go Ayuk. Like I said, the rain doesn't scare me. It's the winds, and it sounds like they tamed down. With Kittle being out, I think Ayuk's gonna feast, man. We saw that at times last year when he's.
I love getting updates when you're talking. 49ers Bears game, pouring rain as Trey Lance begins to warm up.
It's going to rain. Talking about it's going to rain. Yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Michael Plant rudely interrupted me, but next one.
You wanted to talk about your Bears. That was the rude part.
Javonte Williams or David Montgomery?
Ooh, give me Javonte against this shitty Seattle defense.
I'm weirdly going to go David Montgomery. Like
really?
We just said, it's going to be pouring rain, so they're going to want to use the running game.
I hope you're happy with 15 rushes for 45 yards.
And Javonte, if they're up by a lot, why are they going to risk him? Plus, Melvin Gordon is going to be involved with the hot hand, which they just said yesterday or something like that. So
I mean, if they're up, they're going to throw the ball. I mean, not throw the ball, run the ball. So
with Melvin Gordon, probably.
Why would they use Melvin Gordon?
Why would they risk Javonte Williams in a blowout?
Well, no, they're going to be using Javonte. Like Melvin Gordon has stated, they want Javonte to be the guy. So I think that they're going to be using Javonte more towards the beginning of the season and saving Melvin Gordon towards the playoffs, because that's what their goal is.
It should probably be the other way around. Save Javonte for playoffs.
I think Michael Plant's confusing it.
All right, yeah, sure. I'm always wrong. I just told you, Chris Godwin wouldn't be healthy by week 1. You never believed me.
He is healthy. He's playing.
That doesn't mean he's healthy.
You say he wouldn't play.
I feel like you weren't the only one breaking the news that Godwin wasn't going to be.
No, I wasn't. But the fact you wouldn't believe me is all I need.
I did believe you.
Well,
I thought the same thing. But anyways, moving on. From Rich Rodriguez, Dak or Burrow?
Dak. Burrow, we talked about this on our podcast. Burrow against the Steelers averages 15.5 fantasy points a game against the Steelers in his 3 games. So I lean Dak in that case.
I'll have to lean Dak too.
That one's close.
Tyler, I know you're being nice, but we have no chill.
No chill for this week.
We run on hot.
Next, second part of his question: Thielen or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore. 100 times over.
Oh man, he's got Denzel Ward. Give me DJ Moore.
Yeah,
this is the last time you're going to hear me confidently say it. And if he doesn't do it, it's no more DJ Moore for me.
Whoa, this early?
I mean, yeah, I did it last year.
Now we got from Raphael, Waddle or Brandon Cooks. That one's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Give me Waddle though, because I think Belichick's going to take away Tyreek Hill and Waddle's just going to go off.
I think Dolphins might struggle as a whole on offense, so give me Cooks. I think they're going to struggle too, but I mean they don't have. I was just
going to say you weren't going to add in that to Houston.
There's more options in Miami than Houston.
I didn't know if we lost you there for a second, Dylan. Or he froze, or
he went like blank for a second. What?
No, I'm sorry, I was reading something.
I mean, I know I'm illiterate, but you look like it took you a while to read that.
Sorry, I was
Someone wasn't computing.
you know. Next question. We got full point PPR. Start one for the flex. Chase Edmonds or Deontay Johnson.
Deontay.
It's Deontay for me as well. From Sean Masters, for the flex, Michael Thomas or CEH?
Oh,
Michael Thomas.
Did you say full point? Did you say full point?
No, dude. I will say full point PPR if it is.
Then tag me in the damn post so I can look at
it. Or the
it.
flex, Michael Thomas or CEH. I don't understand how you can't figure it out.
Treon Davis Price, healthy scratch too. Shit's rolling.
Go with the first guy.
Michael Thomas or CEH?
I just said first guy, Michael Thomas.
Okay.
Just, tag me so I can just look at it because I can't find it.
Pick one PPR flex. Bryce Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Wan'Dale Robinson.
PPR flex. Fuck.
It's not Wan'Dale.
Don't be.
It's probably Brees Hall. It's not Wan'Dale. It's not Wan'Dale in the first week. Did you play Kadarius Toney last year in the first week?
We're going Amon-Ra.
I think I'm gonna go St. Brown there as well. Actually, why did I not say? Sorry, I probably missed. Rashad Bateman's a part of that as well. Brees Hall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Rashad.
We don't know.
Amon-Ra.
You're still Amon-Ra over Bateman?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't need to throw it very much against the Jets.
Ooh, I think it's Bateman for me, actually. From Thomas Morris, DK, Dillon, Penny, Sanders in the flex. Dillon, Penny, Sanders.
I'm a believer in Sanders this week against the Lions.
I'll go Penny.
If I'm going to risk it with DJ Moore this week, I'll risk it with fucking Miles Sanders.
Then we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kareem Hunt, or Carter.
Kareem. I'll go Amon-Ra still. I'll ride the train.
Man, I like Carter with the news, and they're going to be down. I go Michael Carter in that situation. That's me, though.
I'm gonna go Amon-Ra there. Then we got from Thaddeus Meyer, start Njoku or Robert Tonyan. This one's an interesting one, man. And for some reason, I see Robert Tonyan catching a touchdown this week. Do either of you have that feeling, or is it just me?
I think
I can see it, but he's still coming on. He's still working with that injury from that ACL last year. Like, he's not fully healthy. He was still on the injury report leading up to this week. So I tend to lean Njoku just because he's healthy. A little bit more volume. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Tonyan had a touchdown this week. It's going to be one of those Bob Tonyan weeks where it's going to be 3 receptions for a touchdown and probably 30 yards.
Yeah, no, definitely. We talked about Njoku earlier and his ceiling with the targets.
Yeah,
and
that's a 12er right there for tight end. It's good.
I think he'll be all right. Then we got David Montgomery for San Francisco, Kareem Hunt versus Carolina, full point PPR.
I'm going Montgomery still.
I'm going to go with Montgomery there as well. I think he's going to get enough touches. Like, we actually have a shot bet when you come over and play football.
That's right.
Come over and watch football today. That if Khalil Herbert gets over 7.5 touches, I got to take a shot. If he gets over that, I guess to take a shot. What do you think, LaPlant, be the tiebreaker there?
Montgomery and who?
It's Montgomery or Kareem Hunt.
Montgomery. You play Montgomery in that situation, and I think I'm going to be leaning probably Montgomery's side on the touches.
So under 8 touches for Khalil Herbert today?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like the sound of that,
but next question from Dustin here. We got Tyler Lockett or McLaurin.
Oh, Terry. Scary Terry.
That one's an easy.
Yeah.
And this is a question too that I've gotten a couple times this week: Ezekiel Elliott or AJ Dillon?
I'm still going Zeke.
That absolutely blows my mind that you aren't worried about the matchup at all. Against
AJ Dillon
needs to score
a couple or at least one touchdown. He won't get as much,
but he's not completely disappear in the passing game. I get it, AJ.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still going Zeke over Dillon. Not by much.
It's close, but I still lean Zeke just by a hair.
16 and 19. I think I have him.
Yeah, I think they both score around the same points this week. I don't think Zeke's getting 3.
Wow, that weirds me. I completely disagree with you guys there, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I just know that you guys are probably wrong, and I think I'm right.
That's right. As long as we're
the
right
dude
about
who's
each
been
game.
Ryan Zeke the whole year is just like, you know what, fuck him the first week.
As long as
that's
we're right
how
about
I feel.
each game,
That's
we
how
don't
I
care.
feel about him. I like Zeke all offseason. I thought he was going as a value. Just this week sucks.
Yep,
it sucks for him. From Taylor Kearns, that we got an awesome quarterback question here, guys. Justin Herbert versus the Raiders or Lamar Jackson versus the Jets?
Oh, I know. I got this.
You got Herbert.
He's my number 1 quarterback this week.
Yeah. I have him up there too.
Once again,
Raiders defense is brutal, and they're going to be in the shootout.
You mean to tell me the Jets defense isn't worse? The Jets defense is worse.
You just heard Lamar or the Ravens are going to run more. Lamar's going to have to do what he did against the Dolphins or whatever, put up 5 touchdowns on 20 throws. Not happening.
You don't think Lamar's going to be
part it's not happening.
You don't think Lamar's going to be part of that rushing attack?
Oh, well, yeah, but it's like he's not like he's got
either. He's got a bunch of bumps.
He's not
there, man.
He's not going to be having a 4 touchdown game though.
No,
you're going to be you're going to be hoping he gets 100 rushing yards.
It's the Jets.
That's the
guys.
thing. You're right. It is the Jets. Which means Kenyon Drake could
hold on. Stop saying they're awful before you see them first. Their defense is supposed to be revamped.
It is true. But, I mean, we can easily see Kenyon Drake take one to the fucking house. We could see Lamar Jackson score 1 time, and then, you know what? Let's just run the ball for the rest of the game.
I'm going Herbert. Herbert has shown that against the Raiders, he just destroys them. He has the weapons way more than Lamar does. So, yeah.
Herbert is going to have 3 touchdowns.
I'm going Herbert.
And Lamar's on a pissed off revenge tour for not getting his contract that he wants, guys.
Who's he pissed off? He's pissed off at the Ravens. He's pissed off at the Ravens, not the Jets.
He ain't pissed off.
Well, what is he going to want to do, guys? Go out there and throw 5 goddamn touchdowns.
Not get hurt, probably.
Absolutely
there you
murder
go.
the Jets.
Not get hurt.
Probably doesn't want to get hurt.
I completely disagree with you guys, and I love it. And what's up, Dino? Good morning. You're right. Let's go. And then he's got a question for us. 12-team PPR. Oh. Christian Kirk or Chase Claypool? This is a tough one for me.
Really?
Tough
Christian
one for me?
Kirk. It's Christian.
Yeah.
Kirk.
I think I lean Christian Kirk, but I see the upside of Chase Claypool, man, but Claypool's running in the slot now. Like, that's why I like it.
That's weird to me.
Why?
Yeah,
I don't know why. It just seems weird.
You want to play a slot receiver over the guy who's going to be getting 8 to 10 targets a game?
I mean, technically, Kirk will be the slot receiver.
You think Pickens is going to see 8 to 10 targets or Christian Kirk?
No, Christian Kirk.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's why I said
no chance Pickens get 10.
But I think Claypool has sneaky upside because he's going to be working in the slot, and obviously the slot receiver is the easiest throw on the field. Usually in the middle of the field. That's where, and his quarterback's Mitch Trubisky.
And Christian Kirk's going to be the Stephon Diggs of that offense. He's just going to get all the underneath routes, the slants, drags, posts, corner. He's doing every single route for him. He's
I'm intrigued to see how he does.
Question from Jeremy. Start 1 wide receiver and 1 running back. Full PPR, Mike LaPlant. Full PPR. Antonio Gibson versus Jacksonville.
Half point.
ETN versus the Commanders. Michael Thomas versus the Falcons. Mike Williams versus the Raiders. 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, guys.
Give me Gibson.
Yep.
And then what was the other receiver besides Mike Williams? Because that was all my mind focused on.
Michael Thomas.
It's Mike Williams.
You go Mike Williams then. Michael Thomas, I think, would be safe, but I like Mike Williams this week. We saw what he could do last year coming out the gates. I think he's going to do it again.
I'm going Mike Williams, and I'm betting on the talent of Travis Etienne, and that's where instead of
That's fair.
Gibson.
It's never bad to bet on the talent, but you need opportunity as well, and that's the one thing he might lack.
On Gibson fumbling.
That's the thing. Even if he does fumble, what are they going to do? Put J.D. McKissick in there?
Damn.
Maybe.
Not put in McKissick.
And then we
can't hold on to the damn ball.
We just got a question from our buddy Gator on one of my other posts. I just want to get to his real quick and talk to you guys about it so I could give him an answer. Michael Thomas or Jerry Jeudy?
Ooh.
They're saying this morning Thomas is healthy and ready to go, and he probably gets more targets than Jeudy, but not sure if he might be limited as a precaution. That was just what Gator had to say. It's a tough one, man. It really is.
Is it like, see, because that's one of those ones where it's really close, really tough to where, like, what happened on Thursday? Did you play a Stephon Diggs? Did you play a Josh Allen?
It's honestly probably in our Yahoo league, Michael Plant, to be.
That's okay. Well, that's my question, because it's one of those things that's really close to where, like, do you want to reach for the ceiling and kind of go more the Jerry Jeudy, because you got Russell Wilson and Jeudy playing a shitty Seattle defense? Because I think that has the higher ceiling here. But if you want to play it safer a little bit, I know he has the injury, but Michael Thomas is the number one guy there. They have a lot of options, but he is the number one guy. Jerry Jeudy might not be the number one guy.
Yeah.
I think I lean. If you're down points, play Jeudy. If you're even and you want to play it safe, go Thomas.
I'm leaning towards Thomas as well.
Yeah, I think we go clean.
That's a close one.
No, LaPlant, as I'm messaging him back, how about you throw that live comment we got on the screen for us and ask them?
Absolutely. Brody here. I'm glad you're not playing. I don't think you're playing any three of us this week. So we will gladly answer your question with no repercussions against us. Flex position. Zeke, Damian Harris, Cole Kmet, or I believe you mean MVS.
Yeah,
not MVP.
Yes, he does. He does.
And this is full point PPR. I love Cole Kmet this year, guys, but you don't play him in your flex, unfortunately.
No.
Which means you're between MVS, Damian, and Zeke. Damian's not going to get
MVS for me.
Damian's not going to get much passing work, but he might get 2 touchdowns.
Did you say MVS, like?
Yeah, he did.
No, I don't want him.
Oh, you don't want him? Gotcha.
I'm probably going Zeke. I have to stay on course with Zeke over the few guys I said already.
I mean, yeah, like if it was like Zeke or Nick Chubb, I'd be like Nick Chubb. But Zeke and Damian Harris, because Nick Chubb's like a better version of Damian Harris. He doesn't get the passing work.
Right.
But Damian Harris being who he is, the opportunity he's in, Ramondre stealing that work, I lean Zeke. Because even if Pollard steals the work from Zeke, it's going to be in the slot, not in the backfield.
I do like Damian though this week, but not as much as Zeke.
That's where I'm leaning. I'm leaning Damian Harris. I've said it time and time again this week. I've told Brody I just hate Zeke's matchup. I'm not doing it.
It's fair.
Yeah, but he could fall in the end zone twice though. That's what that would help him.
Yeah, perhaps. Let's go. Next one from David Savage. Dak or Trey Lance?
That's a good one.
Dak.
You lean Dak this week just to see what Trey Lance, his actual ceiling here, because everything is just potential with him. But you lean Dak, but that is a great QB controversy to have.
Yeah.
My thing is, guys, just hear me out here. What about with Lance being a running quarterback? I feel like that helps him in the rain today. Because he knows where he's going to cut and stuff. The defense has no idea, which way he's going, and it's going to be hard on that. I know it's Bermuda grass now, Tyler, but that grass,
it's that new grass, man, it's slick
from the rain. So it's
that new grass.
That one's tough for me, but I know Tampa Bay's secondary isn't great. That is their weakness of their defense. I still think I lean Trey Lance because of the rushing upside for him. Yeah. I'm feeling a little goofy this morning,
Yeah, that's fair.
From Keenan, would I be crazy to start Sammy Watkins?
Week one,
No.
Sammy, man.
I love
Week
the
one,
question.
Sammy.
You got Alan Lazard out. You got Christian Watson, who hasn't played
Bunch of rookies, pretty much.
Very little preseason action, very little training camp action. I mean, you got Romeo Dobbs. I like him this week if you're, looking for a shot at DFS. Yeah. Not for a 10-teamer though. So I think Sammy, if it's going to be one of those weeks, if you're going to trust him, it's week one.
If it's a 10-teamer, I would hope you don't have to play him. But if you're like 12 or something, I'm hoping
he's got opportunity.
You can.
He's not going to be Devontae Adams, obviously, but it wouldn't surprise me if he had like a 5 reception for 110 yards and a touchdown because he managed to break one.
Mm-hmm. Right. I would just like to think you have a better option than hoping and praying on Sammy Watkins. But if you don't, dart throw city with him.
What's your Mendoza line for it? Like, would you play?
Would I play him over Devonta Smith?
Jarvis Landry.
Wait, who? What?
Jarvis Landry or Sammy Watkins?
Sammy.
Sammy, I think the higher upside there. Yeah, for sure, Sammy.
So it's one of those ones where you really need that kind of like surefire better option, like an Ayuk. Like, all right, I know I'm playing Ayuk over.
Ayuk over him, Thielen over him.
Otherwise,
sure.
Sammy could be a good play this week. If you really don't have many options.
Mm-hmm. Next one for Blair Rockwood, another tight end question. I love these questions. We got Gerald Everett in an awesome offense with Justin Herbert, and then or David Njoku, who we've already talked about, and him getting peppered with targets today.
I'm so glad someone asked finally about Gerald Everett. I like him this week. I do like him. Raiders struggle against the tight ends.
Do you have Njoku?
I'm still going to Njoku.
You have him higher in your rankings, correct?
Oh, yeah.
You said you have Njoku 12.
I have Everett up there like 16, I think, or something. But still, Herbert's going to want to throw to Eckler more than Everett, probably. He's going to want to throw to Williams more than Everett. He's going to want to throw to Allen more than Everett. So I wouldn't, yeah. And Joker's probably the top option in the offense.
Yeah, once Amari Cooper gets shut down.
The thing that's nice about Everett. The thing that's nice about Everett, though, is he might make up all that volume, that hyper targeting by one touchdown that he gets with Herbert.
Sure. He's got speed, man.
I am speed.
You got live comments, too, by the way.
All right, let's hit those. Michael Plant, throw them up.
Yep. We got Jose here with another tight end question. Njoku, Hooper, or stick with limited Ertz in the full point PPR?
It's Njoku, man. Play it safe.
Yep. Don't play Ertz. I think we're going to get a healthy dose of Trey McBride this week. I think Ertz is more in there for a distraction. I do like Hooper as another option, but you go with Njoku.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we got Dylan here, wants to know Chase Edmonds, Tony Pollard.
I like your name, man. It's tough.
It's kind of weak, actually.
I'm gonna go Chase.
I don't know why I said that. Chase Edmonds.
We need another Dylan up here to pair with the two mics.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
I go Chase Edmonds in this one. Tony Pollard has the better upside, I think, here, but Chase Edmonds is your safer play. He is the number one guy there for now.
That's an intriguing storyline with that in that backfield, and I'm curious to see how it plays out. And evidently, what we saw on Thursday night, we can expect anything. We saw Cam Akers get 5 touches of the football, maybe, and everyone
Zach
thought
Moss gets lined up out wide. I'm just getting that like it's a real thing.
It's going to be a right place, right time for those running backs in that offense. Is who was on the field when they got down to the red zone, and who has the ability to stay on the field. And if Chase Edmonds has that ability to stay on the field, he's going to be the guy.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I agree. From Adam Schiller, this is kind of a long one. We got PPR flex. Penny at home against Denver. Bateman against the Jets. Dalton Schultz home against Tampa Bay. Ramondre Stevenson at Miami. Starting lineup is Jackson, Etienne, Dillon. I love those 2 running backs. Cooper Kupp, Kelsey, and Pittman. So we got one more time. Penny, Bateman, Dalton Schultz, Ramondre Stevenson.
This is flex.
One. Just got to pick one.
Penny, Bateman.
I'm going Bateman against the Jets. You heard me explode earlier about how bad I expect the Jets defense to still be they're going to be still bad.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how
Sauce Gardner
lines
is going to lock him up
against
dude.
Bateman. I'm curious.
Saucy? They said he
Saucy.
has it. They said he hasn't earned the nickname yet. He's a mod.
Well, he
Nobody's-
should.
They said
He
he's a
did.
Nobody has
mod.
thrown to him in the preseason.
He
yet,
hasn't
so, I
been
mean,
targeted in preseason. Granted, it's preseason, but the dude's a beast.
Nah.
He's tall as all hell.
I can't
So
wait
is-
for Bateman to high point a catch on top of his head.
And then drop it.
Get out of here.
I'm out on Bateman. Who
On
was
the head.
besides Bateman and Penny?
Dunk.
There was one more that I was contemplating, but if I lean Penny then in that case.
Your boy Dalton Schultz, Mike.
I just can't play a tight end in the flex.
I
That's the
hate
only
playing
thing
tight end in the flex too.
I can't
but
get
he's gonna
behind
get
the tight end
peppered
on
with
the flex.
targets.
This is true. He'll be peppered in targets, but your upside pick is Schultz. Your safe pick is Penny.
Agreed.
And then I just got another question from a good friend of mine on that post.
You have good friends?
Oh yeah.
Higher than us.
Softball guy, Darren. Who are you thinking for the flex spot? He's got Tyler Boyd in right now. He's got Cordero Patterson on the bench, Tyler Lockett on the bench, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Alec Pierce.
It's none of the last two options.
Name
Yeah, I
the
think
other
he's
option
boy.
again.
Cordero Patterson and Tyler
Cordero.
Lockett.
Cordero.
Cordero Lockett.
Especially with Algier being ruled out.
Yeah, it's Cordero. I'm
I
playing
agree.
him in a couple leagues when I got him.
Okay. Switch it back to here. We got Hollywood Brown versus or T. Higgins. Interesting one.
Ooh.
Hollywood clear cut number one in their offense right now.
High
You don't
scoring
have
game,
Rondell
man.
Moore. You don't have DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to be a high scoring game. I do like Marquise Brown more in this instance.
Bingo. And I'm a huge
That's a
T.
good-
Higgins fan. I'm going Marquise.
Is there any way you can get both those guys in there?
Right?
That would be ideal, but I lean the opposite way.
Like,
I'm
who do
still-
you
I'm
got
still
that
going
you're starting
Higgins.
over those two? Do you have like Cooper Cup too? Like, damn.
He must have went running back heavy, man. Or sorry, wide receiver heavy.
Yeah, no, damn.
From Chris Sanders, Claypool, Patterson, Galladay. No, guys, Chris, it's never Galladay anymore. I loved
No.
him. That hip injury's totally destroyed him.
Only in best ball.
So let me just take Galladay out of there. So we're gonna go Claypool, Patterson, Mike Davis, Mo Alley, Cox. One wide receiver, one flex.
Cordero
Is the flex.
your flex.
And the wide
And then who are
receivers
the wide
gotta be
receivers?
it's gotta be Claypool. It's Claypool or
Has to.
Galladay.
Yeah. Has to.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it has to be.
Then we got one.
Yeah.
We got one from Jacob here. Pick 2 full point PPR. David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, Juju, Bateman, Christian Kirk, or Michael Thomas. He's leaning
Whoa.
Kirk. He's leaning Kirk and Juju. I'll give you the names one more time. David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, Juju Smith-Schuster, Rashad Bateman, Christian Kirk, Michael Thomas.
How many can you play?
2. Only 2. Yeah, that's
Only 2.
Juju's
a little
one.
absurdy to me. I'm gonna
Juju
go
and Kirk.
Juju and Bateman for me.
Juju
Kirk.
and who's the first guy you said?
Montgomery.
Of
was
the
first
options?
person I said.
Montgomery,
He was-
Josh Jacobs, Juju Bateman, Kirk Thomas.
Kirk and Juju.
Juju and Montgomery. I'm just rolling with it.
Another flex question from Timmy.
Come
David Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, or Kareem Hunt in the flex spot.
David.
Yeah, it's got to be David.
I think it's Montgomery. I know a lot of people are shitting on him this week in this matchup, but I still think it's Montgomery. And like we talked, I think the rain helps him this week as well.
Agreed.
I mean, you know what helps him? Not having any receivers.
This
They
is
got Darnell Mooney and Equanimous St. Brown, man. You're
Yeah.
about to see why the Packers drafted him.
mhm.
When you say Aquania St. Brown, I think you're trying to cast a hex on me, so I'm not afraid.
Next question: Nyheim Hines or Melvin Gordon? Tough one here.
Melvin.
Melvin.
Is this the week for Nyheim Hines? You know,
No.
If this
Melvin
is
Gordon.
if this is PPR, I think you go Hines. But
Frank,
if
go ahead.
it's half or regular, go Melvin.
Frank Reich did say this offseason he loves Nyheim Hines in fantasy football this year.
Only
But
PPR though. He's in McKissick.
Of course, he loves Hines in fantasy football, right? He's the only one who knows when he's going to get him the ball that week.
He also loved Marlon.
This is a good week to get. I don't have a starting running back. Let's put him in.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get him 12 touches this week. 8.
He's also the guy that wanted Carson Wentz too. So can we trust his judgment?
I heard something on one of the podcasts. I wish I could say it this week, but apparently after the Colts lost, Chris Ballard walked into Frank Reich's office in the coaches, and he's like, "That man's is not going to start another game for us." He's just completely out on Carson Wentz after that Jacksonville game.
I'm done.
Last year. Yep. Yeah, he will not be my quarterback ever again. Next question.
I want Matt Ryan. I want the guy who lost a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl over this guy.
I don't think that's on Matt Ryan. I think that's more on Kyle Shanahan's not running the ball in the second
and
half.
He went up against the GOAT.
Yeah. From Brandon
Goats.
McMullen, ETN, Elijah Mitchell, Hunter Renfrow in the flex, full point PPR.
Hunter.
Say it one more time.
ETN, Mitchell, Renfrow, full PPR.
It's full point ETN.
Hunter.
If it was half, go Elijah.
I look at Mike. I'm going to go ETN as well. I do like Elijah Mitchell this week. That's why it makes it a little tough. I'm a little surprised you're going Renfrow. But just so
it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, the split. The tiebreaker with ETN and Mitchell for me is Mitchell's never going to catch a pass. So, and it's full PPR. I'm going to go ETN.
You can't say never. You can't say never.
It's close too.
Yes, he's going to have 15 targets on the season. From Ken Sullivan.
You know what? Go on.
Tyler Lockett, Amari Cooper. It's not Amari Cooper. Jarvis Landry, PPR. I know they're all
and these options, I think it is Amari Cooper over fucking Tyler Lockett and who else?
Jarvis Landry on Pat. Yeah,
you go Amari Cooper in this one.
Unfortunately,
you
go Amari Cooper.
Didn't think I'd say that.
From Ryan here, we got Ramondre Stevenson, Romeo Dobbs. It just says Davis. I'm going to go ahead and assume
he's going to deliver us a dub this week. I'm going to call him Romeo Dubs.
And George Pickens. Stevenson, Dobbs, Mike Davis,
Pickens,
George Pickens.
Oh,
man. Fuck it. I really do think the Ravens are going to run the ball a shit ton. I like Mike Davis this week.
Here we go again. He's back on Mike Davis.
But if you do not feel as confident on Mike Davis as me, you go Ramondre Stevenson.
We got a couple things here. Key surprise. Yeah. I love it, man. I love his ability in the passing game, man, and all that PPR work. And then we got
Joe coming in.
Oh, sorry. He's Mitchell with no. Yeah, there you go.
F Mike Davis.
That's how you should be feeling, Michael Platt, after what happened.
You can't have
his neck out.
You can't have recency bias in fantasy football unless your name's Allen Robinson.
Yeah. Oh,
fair enough.
Fooled us.
Did you guys see? I saw the video. Did you guys see the video I posted about Allen Robinson's route tree?
Yeah, I did.
Sean McVay said that we love having Allen Robinson. He can run such a dispersed route tree. Then they collected all the routes he ran. Curls. It was literally just curls. That was all he did was curls.
Apparently, he can't play against zone.
Not when all you run is curls.
That should be good for zone.
Yeah, him and Stafford don't have
the soft spot
yet for him to be able to find the soft spot. And
he's not really like a soft spot receiver either. He was more your physical, go up, throw the ball to him and get it.
The problem is he never seems to catch those in the end zone. This is coming from a Bears fan. And he's notorious for, you need 10 yards, he's going to run a curl route and get you 9.
And run out of bounds.
True that. That is true.
Oh, it was so frustrating watching every game as a Bears fan with him doing that, man.
We do have a live question here from the boss.
Let's hit it.
Kenyon Drake or Noah Brown in full point PPR?
It's Kenyon Drake.
It is Kenyon Drake in this one.
Yeah.
Noah Brown has sneaky value with Tampa Bay against that matchup, but Kenyon Drake with no J.K. Dobbins, especially, I know you don't like Mike Davis, Joe, so it's Kenyon Drake.
I hope he's acclimated in that offense.
I mean, who was it last year? Devontae Freeman wasn't acclimated in the offense, and they still decided to use him.
I don't
They
think
did,
they had a choice,
and
but
he
yeah,
averaged averaged like 5 yards per carry too.
Probably should have brought him back.
I don't think it matters who the running back is. In
No,
that offense, man. They're just
almost
so
like
efficient.
Kyle Shanahan. They're just like plug and play.
We'll see with Mike Davis, Mr. 3.5 yards per carry.
Plug and play. Plug and play.
We got a quarterback question here. Joe Burrow in a not so good matchup like we've talked about, or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr.
You take Derek Carr in that situation because of the matchup. I'll say it again, 15.5 points per game in his career against Pittsburgh in 3 games. It's not great. They like to run the ball a little bit more when they play Pittsburgh for some reason.
Well, didn't we see the other day Pittsburgh was like top or worst 3 last year in rush?
They were actually number 1 in the worst in rushing yards per game. I remember the stretch they had last year where it was like that because remember they had Dalvin Cook go off on him, Miles Sanders went off on him.
Yeah.
But they had a stretch there where they allowed a lot of rushing yards.
Mm-hmm. We got about 10 minutes left, so let's try to keep the answers short and sweet so we can run through the rest of these questions, guys. We got another tight end one. Njoku, Ertz, or Hooper? I think that one's Njoku. We've kind of already talked about that. Then from Jacob Shaver, we got for a flex spot, DJ Chark, George Pickens, Wan'Dale Robinson, or Melvin Gordon.
Melvin.
George Pickens, DJ Chark.
I answered this one for him already, and I said, give me Pickens there.
You're out on your boy Chark already, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many mouths to feed, man.
I lean. It's close between Pickens and Gordon, but I lean Pickens. I like Pickens. Guy's good. We've seen it.
From Eric Smith, full point PPR, DJ Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown in a tough matchup against Philly.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
Aaron Rodgers or Kyler Murray?
Kyler.
Yeah, that's Kyler.
It's Kyler, but I'm nervous. I get it that the point total is going to be high, but he doesn't have DeAndre Hopkins, doesn't have Rondale Moore. Zach Ertz is limited. It scares me, but his rushing upside is too much. And Aaron Rodgers, I don't love him this season. I've talked about it. He don't have anybody either. He doesn't have anybody either, so I'm going to go Kyler Murray there.
He also don't have the legs Kyler has, so that's why it's like, Kyler.
Yeah. And we got Ayuk or Robert Woods, full point PPR. Give me Ayuk.
I got this. I said Woods.
I'd go Woods with the rain. No, Ayuk. I still like Ayuk. Go Ayuk.
No Kittle. Ayuk.
See, Joe agrees. Rodgers out, Lazard, and 3 linemen. Nope.
There you go. Good call, Joe. Next one, we got AJ Dillon, Hunter Renfrow, Gage, or Jacobs.
AJ Dillon, Hunter Renfrow. Gage,
I just got news. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin plans to start Mitch Trubisky at QB the entire 2022 season.
Good.
I've only been saying that all offseason that the only way Kenny Pickett is playing is if the Steelers aren't in the playoff hunt, man. With Mike Tomlin as the coach, they're going to be in it. They might not make the playoffs because it's a tough division, but they're going to be in it.
That's one tough-ass division. Yeah, that's one tough-ass division. Mm-hmm. Bengals, Ravens, Browns.
That's why the offseason, I didn't understand why so many fantasy people were in on Kenny Pickett starting from the get-go. It didn't make any sense to me. I get it, first-round draft capital and all that, but that defense is ready to win. And we've seen Mitch be supported by a good defense before.
True.
Yeah.
This one's an interesting one because a lot of people are off of DK. DK or Devonta Smith?
Still got to be DK.
That's DK in that situation.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
If Devontae Smith had a better matchup, or he's like, if the Eagles play the Chiefs, give me Devontae Smith, but they don't need to throw the ball that much, so it's going to be DK.
Mm-hmm. And we got Brandon Cooks or Christian Kirk at the flex standard scoring.
That's a good one. That one's a good one. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is your safe play. Christian Kirk's got a better chance of getting you a touchdown, I think.
Ooh, I see it different actually.
I
think Christian Kirk is your safe play because of the volume he's going to see, and I think Brandon Cooks has the higher upside to catch a touchdown.
That's why, because I think Cooks has more volume. It's just his matchup's tough against the Colts.
Agreed. Next one, non-PPR, Chase Edmonds versus New England, Elijah Moore versus Baltimore.
It's non-PPR. Go Elijah Moore. Elijah Mitchell.
No, it's Chase Edmonds or Elijah Moore. Who has the best?
Oh, I thought you said Elijah Mitchell. I was gonna say
Chase Edmonds.
PPR. You go Mitchell.
I like Elijah Moore. I think him and Flacco's connection and chemistry is very solid from what we saw last year. I'm gonna go Elijah.
I thought him and Davis had a good connection too. So
they were both pretty solid. Yeah.
Man, you are discrediting the Ravens defense last year because of all the injuries they had.
I like the Ravens defense, but it's not like the Jets offense is going to complete 5 passes, man. They're going to have to go somewhere. And Elijah Moore, I feel
this is Joe Flacco.
Is the guy you'd assume.
If it's 5 passes that are completed, they'll probably be to the running back.
5 passes that are completed.
Next question we got PPR flex: Pierce, Ayuk, Renfro, Penny.
Pierce, Ayuk,
Renfro.
Go Renfro, I guess, over Ayuk. Yeah. It's really close for me. It's really close. But with
if the weather was a little better, I think I'd go Ayuk. But Renfro.
Half point PPR, we got Rashad Penny or Jalen Waddle.
Rashad Penny, Jalen Waddle, and who?
That's it.
Half point PPR.
Oh, that's it? Just Rashad Penny and Jalen Waddle? Waddle.
Penny.
I got Waddle as well. Penny, wow, okay. We got looks like 2 questions left, guys. CEH or Breece Hall, halfway PPR. He said I'm gonna smoke my opponent either way. Now it's just a matter of thoroughly humiliating them.
Breece Hall and then.
You want to humiliate him? You put CEH in there.
What? CEH is gonna get more work. Put in Breece Hall.
What's more humiliating than getting beat by a team that started CEH?
Hey man, I might
starting a team getting beat by a team that's 9 starting
with a rookie.
Their rookie running back.
That's supposed to be good. Like CEH was supposed to be good, but CEH is like everyone's throwing him to the side. So who would you rather lose to, Breece Hall or CEH? I'd rather lose to Breece Hall.
I'd rather forfeit.
I laid CEH there, not just for the humiliation factor, but that's
but for the points.
And then we got the last question of the day is a tight end question, guys. We got Bobby Tonyan or Albert Ike. How about you pronounce his last name?
A Mr. Irrelevant question.
Akoya Bugdum.
Akoya Bugdum.
I said I feel like Tonyan I feel like he's going to find the end zone somehow. I really do.
I'm going Albert.
I think it's Bobby T.
I don't like Bob Tonyan.
Both of them are kind of injured, banged up a little bit. One's coming off an ACL, though. I'm going Alberto.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And then I just saw in our Discord that you guys should, if you're listening, you should totally sign up for it. Just saw we got a couple questions in there just to finish out the show. From our buddy Drew Barton, full PPR. Chase Edmonds or Dameon Pierce today?
Chase. Easy.
Chase, yes.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Dameon Pierce is going to be good this year. It's just he's going to have tough matchups, and Colts is a tough matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Chase for me as well. But it is 12:30, guys, on the East Coast. 11:30. I think that pretty much wraps it up. Mike, you want to take us out, or do you want me to do it?
I can take us out here. Again, thank you all for all the questions. This is fantastic. We love doing this. We love answering all your questions.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys ever have any other questions, beforehand, feel free to DM us. You can see our Twitter ads down there. Other than that, we're going to be here every Sunday, 10:30. At least for our time, it's going to be 10:30 to 11:30 Central, but then it'll be 11:30, 12:30 on the East Coast. Other than that, check us out at halftime during the Sunday night game. Me and Dylan will be doing the Last Call podcast where we'll be recapping all of the Sunday games, giving you our opinions, in the matter, because, it's nice to trust our opinions sometimes. Not all the time, though.
It's gonna be a good show too. Us three are hanging out watching football together, so there's gonna be a few beers had tonight. So tonight's show should be pretty interesting.
Good thing you live close.
Yeah, yep, no doubt. But yeah, guys, just a reminder, please like and subscribe to the Fantasy Six Pack YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. We got a ton of content coming out on the YouTube channel, and make sure to check all our work at the website as well.
Yeah, not all of it's behind a paywall, but trust me when we say this, the good stuff is.
Go check out check out our memberships over at fantasy6pack.net/membership.
Yep.
A lot of good shit.
A lot of help
there,
you
guys.
can get with DFS.
Can join in the Discord and stuff too. So, Dean said thanks, Dino.
Good luck, Dean.
Good luck this weekend in your matchup, man.
Peace out, guys.